Well, everybody, it is Friday. It is March the 12th. And did you know what? You know what is special about this weekend? It's time change weekend. It's spring forward. It's we get extra hour of daylight at the end of the day rather than the beginning of the day. And so remember on a Saturday night before you go to bed to set your clocks forward 1 hour. And so if you're going to catch us at 9:15, it'll feel maybe a little bit groggy, maybe some extra points to those who are able to connect with us. That'd be great. So time change weekend this weekend, spring forward. A couple other things I want to make mention to you in your e-bulletin here. Just a reminder, we want to hear your story. You know, as our world celebrates or commemorates, I should say, 1 year of being in a pandemic lockdown. There's a lot of things that we've missed for sure, but there are definitely some good things that have transpired and some ways in which we have recognized God's faithfulness like perhaps we've never done before. And so if you wouldn't mind recording a little bit about that, and we can help you with that, you can contact us and we can come out to you, or you can come in. We'd love to get just 30 seconds or a minute of how God has demonstrated his faithfulness to you. So would you do that and send it into the office, Sarnia EMC at kojico.net, and or you can message it or figure out another way. Just get it to us. We want to put these together, be a great encouragement to others. Also a reminder that coming up next Sunday, so March 21st, between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m., we're going to have another curbside food drive, contactless. It would be great if you could get that message out to your friends, your family, your neighbors, to pull together some stuff. The needs in our city continue to grow, unfortunately, but we have the ability to make a difference, even a little bit. So if you can see that this weekend, you can buy some this weekend, buy some next weekend, just a little bit extra, and then we'll take it and we're going to, this month, we're going to give it to NeighborLink. So in January, we gave what we received to the Salvation Army Food Bank. In February, we gave it to River City, the homeless shelter in River City, and then this month we'll be giving it to NeighborLink. And then we also have some funds that we will use to support some other local agencies or needs along the way, whatever is donated that way. So that's March 21st. And then March 28th is when we are anticipating being able to restart again our in-person services. And so look for information about that. Obviously, some things may change in terms of protocols and so on, but as it stands now, we will look to restart on March 28th. There will be two services. The first service at 9:30 will be for seniors only. And then the second service at 11:15 will be for everybody else, including, if they want, seniors. So as a senior, you have the choice, but to know that there's a seniors only service that will happen at 9:30. And so if you, as some of you might know, there'll be pre-registration that will be necessary, and that information will come out the week before. And then we'll also need some help in terms of registration and just assisting people where they're going to be seated. And if you would be willing to help in that regard, then please contact the office, and then we'll kind of put together something. And just because you're able to help in one service doesn't mean you have to help in the other. So we'll be able to figure all that stuff out. But maybe this week we'll say, let's leave it to your initiative to say, yeah, I'm willing to serve in this way. And then we'll see what else we need after this week, and then send out a specific email with the needs that are required to be filled beyond that. That sound good? The other thing that you want to keep in mind is a little also in your e-bulletin is that there's an upcoming bridal shower for the lovely Caitlin Zanting, who is to be married to Jared Prasad. Jared Prasad, that name sounds familiar. Anyway, on Easter weekend, the Saturday of Easter weekend, which is April 3rd from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., we'll be hosting a drive-through bridal shower. Now, you do need to also RSVP this bridal shower. It's being hosted by Amanda Persad and Ainsley Persad, and so they would ask that you would RSVP to them. The information is in your e-bulletin so that they can prepare, because they'll have some whatever, some party favors or whatever that they'll be preparing for that. And so you can look forward to that as well. One last thing, and this is also very exciting. One of the things that we have the privilege of doing is being connected to, learning together with people in other organizations locally, but as well as globally. One of those partners is Seed of Hope in South Africa, and they have a new director. And you might be familiar. We've had the opportunity to take 2 teams there in the past, and so I asked that they would just send a little video, because there have been some changes that they have undergone over there over the course of this past year as well, and the implications of the pandemic upon them. And so I would encourage you to watch this video. And there's in this video, they also describe an upcoming virtual open house that will be happening this coming week, and I want to encourage you to participate in that as well. It's a great way for us to stay informed, to be prayerful on behalf of, and to look forward to our continuing capacity to learn together how we trust God as we serve our communities. They have a great testimony to that effect, and we want to continue to help it, resource it, feed into it, and also learn from it. Anyway, that's it for now. Have a great weekend. Keep well. Wash your hands, and let's go make a kingdom difference. See ya.
Good morning, Pastor Dave and Sarnia EMC family. My name is Londiwe Meza. I'm the current Seed of Hope CEO. It's such a pleasure for me to be able to do this video for you. Since I've been here at Seed of Hope, I think it's 8 months now, I've really been longing and desiring a way of connecting, of visiting, but because of these COVID-19 challenges, restrictions, and limitations, I realized that it's going to be really tough. It might not even be possible anytime soon. I thank God for Carl, who gave me this idea to rather do a video. So this is just a short video. I'd like to just introduce myself, who I am, and how it has been for me at Seed of Hope. So I've been here for 8 months, like I said. It's been a great time in a sense that for the longest time, I think since 2016, there has been a part of me that has really been longing to be in an environment where I could be myself, bring in all the gifts that God has given me, but also the more I've been growing in the Lord, I've really been desiring a life that is just beyond myself, my kids, my family. I've really been desiring to make an impact in the community, even though in 2016 I started getting myself into that space. My friends and I established a non-profit organization, and our aim was to inspire young people to pursue professional careers. Most of us are from rural, disadvantaged communities, and we felt a responsibility and the need to go back and inspire others. So in doing that, by God's grace, I think Gareth Bowley, who is a current board member of Seed of Hope, as well as a lead pastor at Reconciliation Grove Church, was my pastor at that time. And then he said to me, would I consider joining Seed of Hope as a board member? So when I started coming here in 2018 at Seed of Hope, I just realized that, the desire that I had in my heart of being in ministry, in a community development center, was something that was possible. And then little did I know that in 2019, when I really felt the leading of God to leave the job that I was doing at that time, only then did I realize that God was leading me here. So in these 8 months that I've been here, there has been great moments. There's been days when I would walk around the office and I would have a knowing and a feeling in my heart that this is where I'm meant to be. But there's also been sad moments. We lost 2 of our colleagues who were really very key, that really discouraged and disappointed us last year. But with God's grace and the prayers from people like you, from the board, we've been able to soldier through, and we've been strengthened, we've been encouraged, and we continue. So we're starting 2021 with great news. So we finally own our property. It's a great testimony. I thank God every day that I came at a time of this breakthrough, knowing that there are people that have prayed and waited and trusted that one day we will own this property, and it finally happens, and I get to be part of that. It's just mind-blowing. I thank God for each and every one of them. I thank God for the leadership of people like Carl, Kira, people that were before me. I really thank God of the sacrifices that have been laid and the prayers that have been made in this place. So I'm really excited about that. And as a team, we've actually decided to do a dedication of the property. We would love for you and the church to come and visit us. We would love to come and visit as well. But because of this COVID-19 restrictions, we have prepared a visual tour. The visual tour will be on the 19th and 20th of March. What you can expect on this tour is really to see the different programs that are currently happening at Seed of Hope and get a feel of the things that we are doing. We know that it's not the same, but for now, we would use the tour to connect. We are praying that God will open a door for us, maybe hopefully in 2022. I'd like for you to join with us in that prayer and in that faith that a door will be made possible. Then you can all come visit, or we could find a way to come and visit you. Thank you so much. I hope my message wasn't too long, but that's all that I wanted to share today. Thank you.